Oh man, Ron, it is time for an unveiling.
I am so excited. Cannot wait.
Yeah, so something we've been working on for a few months that honestly, I am just super, super pumped. And more importantly, I'm super pumped because I know we're going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's truly what put us on this journey, which we'll probably talk about in a little bit. But yeah,
All
can
right, let's get to it. Have you ever wondered how highly successful entrepreneurs think?
So did we. So we asked hundreds of entrepreneurs a very simple question. If they had perfect hindsight, what advice would they give themselves?
I am Corey Carter.
And I'm Ron Cool.
Join us on our journey implementing and sharing all of our learnings while we hack our hindsight along with our guest hindsight to give us all better foresight.
Listen along the way as we find and unlock their secrets that made them successful through hidden traffic, joint ventures, and much, much more. This is Hindsight Hack.
Okay, everyone, you are in for a treat today. It's just Ron and myself, but we are going to talk about Now My Dream 22. Okay, so first and foremost, we got to get a little history on what led us down the path of creating this amazing program and why we know we're going to change and help and serve thousands and thousands of lives.
absolutely. I think you guys, once we kind of walk you through exactly what it is and why we got to that place, I think you might find it might be relatable to what you're going through as well.
Absolutely. Okay, Ron. So first thing, I want to hear about the story that kind of led us to even being together, working together. That story of what our passions were, right? Because we both had different things and different passes or positions in life, and we both hated a lot of it. But there was this one very similar thing that we both absolutely loved, and then because of that, that's why we're working together. So tell me, what is that backstory from you?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think when you look through life, you find big rocks. And a lot of the big rocks that kind of drove me was developing people. No matter what career I was in, I had this amazing ability to um, help people along their journey of development. And you know what? That was super fulfilling for me. I just kind of assumed everybody could do that. And then as I was working through my career, I found not a lot of people either A, enjoyed that or were able to do it. And I think when you and I connected, that was one thing that definitely we both had a passion for, was helping people through that journey and helping them become unstuck, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was leading teams when I was 18 years old, just as you were, and there's always these other companies that were involved in different policies and politics.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I would get a team and we would go from zero to hero,
Hmm.
right? We'd
Yep.
get a team, we'd get a person, and they're like, gosh, this is my first job. I'm not sure what to do until they're running, states of different concepts. And gosh, that was always my favorite thing. So getting that development of people, and people often ask like, what is it to be a leader? And or what about being a boss? Like, what's the difference, right? And like, I hated being a boss. I could care less. I don't want to be a boss. Like, I want to help develop you, and that in turn kind of made leadership occur in these other people, right? So I was giving them the tools that they needed, and they might have looked at me one day and said, "There's no way I can ever do that," right?
Yeah.
But then they were able to do it. So coaching for, in that sense, teaching, developing teams for over 20 years from both of us is definitely how we ended up. Like, once we started working with each other, we're like, yep, forget this job thing and let's go ahead and build Hindsight Hacking Media.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole process of working with people, I've never liked titles. I don't talk about titles. I don't throw my title around. I expect the people that are working for me to do the same. And I think that's a leadership style where, we're helping people grow in those leadership roles and not into a leadership title. I think there's a different way of looking at it, but it's a true leadership piece that I know you and I are both very passionate about.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, so we started working together, and then we started building this offline business, started coaching, had a couple mastermind groups that we would help develop people and facilitate with, and literally help build relationships within that so they can earn sales together, right? And so these were business owners again in person. And then we discovered the One Funnel Away challenge, right? And it took us down the path of most resistance. It took us down the squirrels and lefts and rights and backwards and forwards, and then through that challenge, though, we learned about this concept called the Dream 100. So for anybody that doesn't know, a Dream 100 is basically, I've got 100 people on a list, and I need to go and figure out a way to get in either front of their audience or to do business with them, right? So what happened to us when we first learned about that?
So I'm going to start with the Dream 100 isn't necessarily broken, or it's just something that takes a lot of time. And for you and I, we were trying to get this thing launched on a rocket ship, and we wanted to make an impact and help a lot of people quicker, right? So the Dream 100, you have to kind of court them, if you will, right? So if you're on a date and that person's like the most popular person around, and let's say they're a movie star, I'm just going to go out on the limb and say, you're in love with the movie star. How do you even get in touch with that movie star, right? You got to start courting. You got to send emails. You got to somehow get in their circle. You got to somehow get to know their friends. That does not happen overnight whatsoever. So during our process, we followed the OFA. We followed that. We launched a podcast, right? Then we're like, okay, let's look at this Dream 100 thing. And then it was crickets, right? Nothing, just nothing. And not only was it crickets, but it was starting to be a little bit frustrating that, hey, this is what we're taught to do. But you know what? We're just hitting this ceiling that we can't break through because we either haven't been around long enough, our audience wasn't big enough, or our sales weren't large enough, right? The same thing, the visibility, sales, and traffic. And so what we were like, wow, there's all these amazing people that, we met at Funnel Hacking Live when we went. I'm like, God, what if we just look at this whole thing differently and completely stop chasing the unicorn of that Dream 100?
Yep. And thus was born Now My Dream 22, right? And so we have developed our own frameworks and to help everyone kind of level up together, right? Because something that we're gonna, I think, do a training on here in the near future is team building, right? And so you're like, hey, I don't have a team; it's just me. It's my solo business, right? Like I'm just an entrepreneur working for myself by myself, right? But that doesn't have to be the case, and so we have a full training just on team building for the person that works by themselves, right? And but yeah, so the Now My Dream 22, we're going to help a person that has zero audience or a person that has 1 million followers find the right people to partner with, find the right people to talk to, find the right people to get around, and be able to help increase their visibility, right? So for you and I, the success that this has brought us is just insane. And some of the relationships that we now have is insane. Like 6 months ago, I mean, they not even a chance would we have known probably 2,000 people that we know now.
No. And if you think about just everybody's journey, the people that we've connected with, they've hit that same ceiling. They might be a little bit above you or a little bit behind you, but guess what? Everyone's still going for the same place. And, if you listen to the show or you're a friend of the show, we've said multiple times, the funnel hacking community, like they're very competitive, but they're competitive with themselves, not with each other. So everybody wants to help everybody continue to level up those partnerships, right? So you can easily find the people just a little bit above you through our framework and our JV Rolodex to help you level up your business.
Yeah, definitely. But Ron, so many people, they're like, gosh, I tried a partnership before.
Oh yeah,
It just doesn't work.
absolutely. So uh, that's we've been there. So we've been exactly where some of you guys are, but through our frameworks, through our process, through our system, we've vetted these people. We've vetted the JV partners that we're bringing on board. We've vetted the JV master classes that we're offering in the Now 22 program. Like, these people are primed and ready to help, and they're looking for people to partner with.
But what if I only have an audience of 100 people? I have a Facebook friends and family of only 100 people. Like, why would that, like, this doesn't make, how would somebody want to work with me? It doesn't make sense.
You know what we found is people are looking for an offer that complements their offer, right? So if you have 100 audience, 100 or to 500 or 1,000 or whatever your audience is, and this JV partner has 1,000 to 2,000, you guys collaborate, do a JV partnership, you've just 10x your visibility and possibly traffic and sales.
Definitely. And so I know it's challenging to work with somebody, especially when they have their own business. They have a different agenda, right? So basically, we're going to help take that challenge away, right? Like, we're part of our thing is we're going to help everyone level up together with people on your same level, right? And with making sure that you're partnered with the right person. But it's through this whole thing of following our framework. It's through this step-by-step process. So nobody is going, hey, this guy or gal or owner is 50% in and I'm 100% in, and why aren't they helping me, right? Like, now you don't have to do that. Now it's a step-by-step clear process. There's no guesswork, right? And so again, I want to bring it back to a little bit of kind of what we believe in and our philosophies around team building and teams in general, right? Like, you and I could have done hindsight hacking alone, or, it wouldn't be as fun, but we
Right.
could have done this business alone, right?
Right.
But why did we join forces? Why do we believe in partnerships?
Oh my gosh, this is easy. You and I have different skill sets that complement each other, right? There's times that I've gotten stuck and you're like, boom, let's push through this. There's times you've gotten stuck. I'm like, nope, boom, let's push through this. But we're able to work together in a way that, one, the common goal is to have success, time freedom, right? Common goal. Both of our common goals. You might use your time differently than my time, but our that's our goals, right? And so it's our desire, and what this program does, it helps you and matches you up with JV partners that have the same desires. Might not be the same monetary goals, but the same desires. And if you guys have the same desires, then you guys can work very cohesively.
Right. Right. And you're not going to be able to work with everyone, right? Like, that's why they use us. That's why we have a whole onboarding system, right? Like, so many programs, so many coaching, or so many courses out there. It's literally like, oh, I bought it and then I get access to my membership area and then see ya.
Right.
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 Like, gosh, you and I unfortunately have done that, seen that. But for us, we want to hold some hands. We want to get around somebody. And so through our program, we've got a 2-hour business intensive that starts before day one of the program, right? Like, our things basically, the Now 22 is going to start roughly at the beginning of every month, go for 4 weeks, and then maybe a week off and start over, right? But during that time before it starts, we've got a nice detailed information gathering happening. Plus, then we jump on a call and we walk through and make sure that we understand everyone's offer and everyone's goal and everyone's desire, right? So
Right.
we can help pair that. But, like, why do you think that is an important piece to the now My Dream 22.
Well, if you just look at past successes of the people that you're looking at into the Dream 100, they've used a system, they've used a process, they figured it out. Just no one has systemized the figuring out pieces. So, we have the emails, we have the scripts, we have the Trello boards, we have the systems. We've systemized how people can level up without the guesswork.
Absolutely. So the 2-hour business intensive, we are digging in that offer. We are making sure that we understand who to partner and pair you with. Obviously, you'll get the JV to Rolodex, which will have everyone. But
Yep.
when you understand, and we give you that information, like, okay, we've got 3 people. We're going to make sure to start building that relationship to connect you with, and through the program, like, hey, you're getting at least one partnership to start, and the framework and the building blocks to do it again and again and again and again, right?
Yep.
All right. So the next piece in the Now 22 is here as we launch it in July, the first group of people, they get to do it live with us, right? Like, we're building it with them. They get in 21 hours, 21 calls, group coaching calls, where we teach the entire framework step by step, day by day, which that's a little crazy for this first group. But another piece that is forever in this program that we are so excited about, and that's, we've got some JV masterclasses. You already alluded to it a little bit, but tell me more about that one.
Yeah. So think about you wanting to learn something from one of these experts. What we're doing is bringing those experts in certain fields, and we're creating our master classes for you. So if you want to know about branding, we'll have that. If you want to know about Facebook ads, we'll have the expert on that. If you want to know about design hacking, we will have the expert on that. If you want to know about podcasts, we're going to have the expert on that. So we will be connecting you with the experts through a masterclass taught by the experts themselves.
Absolutely. And so our first round, we're going to give 3 master classes from 3 different experts, and each one will fit with kind of the transition or the position of the course. So early week one, it might be more related to specific tools to be successful, or mindset to be successful, or something along those first part of the course. To the last one will be some serious in-depth building partnerships successfully type work and type partnerships. And so but first round in July, there's 3 of them. But then in August, when we have another 3, guess what?
Now you get 6.
Now you have 6.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah. So honestly, like, I'm super excited to learn from our guests that are coming on to teach that, which is going to be next level. And nobody has to pay an extra $97 or $297 or whatever they would normally charge for their specific classes, which is cool. All right. Next piece of the Now 22, and this is one that's near and dear to my heart. And that's the weekly mastermind. All right. And so I'm going to speak a little bit more to this, and you can ask me a question if I miss something, but
sure.
In the mastermind groups, I've been able to facilitate meetings like this for many years. I've been able to get entrepreneurs in a room and help guide the conversation where everyone gets a chance to speak about their wins, where everyone gets a chance to go deep into their business. And so if somebody wants to, like, hey, I'm just having trouble with this funnel or this page, then you're going to have 10 people in the room that can help dig into it and figure it out. Or if somebody's like you mentioned, having trouble with their Facebook ads, right? Mm-hmm. Let's dig into it and figure it out. Or if you're like, hey, is my offer okay? Is it good enough? Is it shareable? Is somebody going to want to partner with me, right? Like, it's going to be facilitated by one of us or our coaches, and it is going to change lives. It's at the end of the day, through the Now 22, they're going to get a partnership. They're going to have lots of teaching. They're going to have many action steps. But in the masterminds, they're going to build multiple relationships of people that they will do business with down the future, whether it's a partnership or they're just like gonna do business because they end up liking that person, right? Like we're gonna have somebody in there that might be a specialist in Facebook ads, or a funnel builder specialist, or any kind of business, right? But we're not gonna have two people of the same specialty, no matter what. So when you use someone else, you're gonna get to know everyone in the group so well that you're just going to want to use that person when you need that service.
Right. Absolutely. And the mastermind process is something that, as you're involved in those, you will pick up things that other people are sharing that you can relate to your own business to help you by proxy.
Absolutely. Oh, and I missed the hot seat part.
I was about to ask you about that. I was like, the biggest part was the hot seat.
Yes. Yes, the hot seat. So definitely, we'll do the group setting, 10 to 15 people, and then, we'll follow that up with a hot seat where if you're like, hey, raising my hand, I want to spend a half hour going deep, right? And so the group can all watch and listen and learn, but we'll go deep into one person, for kind of that up to half hour. Typically, it'd be like 10 to 15 minutes, so we can get like 4 people in a hot seat week. And again, these groups are all 10 to 15 people, so there's plenty of time for everyone to get on that hot seat and utilize these relationships and those peers around them. So that I can't wait for that piece. The mastermind, it's going to be something that will change lives.
Yeah, and the hot seat is truly designed to be something that we zero in. We have a conversation with you about your business that you can take actionable steps to implement right after that call.
Absolutely. All right. So in the Now 22 program, Ron, what else? You mentioned some scripts. You mentioned some Trello boards. What else?
Yes. Well, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things, is the branded video, right?
Yes.
So before we get into, we can touch briefly on all the email scripts, all the Trello boards, all the messenger scripts, all the stuff that we are currently using that we have found success with. And we've interviewed hundreds of thousands of entrepreneurs, and we've taken all of their knowledge and put it in these systems to help us in our growth, and then to turn around and systemize it to help you. The other piece is the branded videos. Guys, there's so many things out on Facebook, right? And the whole goal of Facebook or Instagram is to stop a scroll. Branded videos for you, specifically for you and your offer, will stop the scroll. How many times just our silly little videos have we gotten noticed and are called out by some of those Dream 100 people that we weren't really even targeting, but they noticed the video?
Yeah, definitely. So what if you're an individual and you're just not ready for video? What if you're trying not to do video? What are you going to tell them, Ron?
Oh my gosh. First off, do video, right? If you don't want to do video, that's fine. All you have to do is talk, and we can make the words flash. There's a bunch of cool ways to be able to get you out there, but I promise you, doing video will get you in a different realm. I don't care if it completely stinks. Just get out there. I promise you, as you do it more and more and more and more and more, you will get more comfortable. If you go back and listen to our very first episode, I'm sure it was not as, hopefully, as polished as we are right now, because we are much more comfortable having a conversation in this type of format than we were when we started.
Definitely. Video is king.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Video is king. So everyone, we need to get on video. It doesn't matter. And you're right. When you do it a lot, you get used to it. If you're starting out on video and it's your first time, guess what? No one's probably watching. Just get on video, right? Like when we first launched, not as many people listened. There's more now, obviously. And, I'd like to say we're better than we were, but we still have growth, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so we're just still going to have these conversations. So
get on video. The whole video on YouTube. Like, we're still kind of new.
Yeah,
right.
That's right. We originally had no podcast on YouTube, but now we just put it all there because, again, we're getting used to it. So, but the branded video, that's such a unique thing that you can't get in any other program. Like that, to have that just be a part of it, that you actually will build that for them, and do that for them. Obviously they got to record the video and then we can make it fun. But I mean, what a unique thing to start to get in front of your Dream 100. But B, like when somebody's asking you a question, you can just shoot them that video and have a little introduction, and you don't have to think about it again. Like, how cool is that?
Or think about this. When you join a Facebook group, what do? Hey, introduce yourself, say hi. All you have to do is video. Holy smokes. I promise, you will be at a different level than anybody else with that simple little 30-second intro video.
Yeah. Okay, so all the program, we've talked about some of these features, right? Like we've talked about some of our reasons of why we're doing this and why we believe in this so much. But at the end of the day, people want results, right?
Absolutely.
So what is our promise? What results are we working towards for everyone that jumps in?
Minimal. 1 JV partnership, right? So that's 1. 2, we will help you simultaneously increase visibility, your traffic, and your sales through the Now 22 program.
Yeah, definitely. And so with those results, like at the end of the day, every business owner, you have a passion to do what you're doing, I assume, I hope. And you want to make enough money to have whatever those dreams are, whether it's just time freedom, whether it's just to stay home with the family, like whatever that dream is, right? Like that's what your ultimate desire is, right? And so our results that we're going to make sure to give everyone is those sales that allow that person to do what they need to do, right? And it's not a happen overnight thing, right? There's no get rich quick stuff, but we're going to build those frameworks, teach those frameworks, get you that partnership that gets you some more sales, that then you can be well on your way to having that exact freedom that you want. So I know for me, there was a point when, I was working 9 to 5.
Right.
But now Hindsight Hacking Media full time, right? So this works, everyone. This whole thing works, and I just can't wait to share it with you.
Yep, I cannot wait either, guys. And you know what? Why don't we end this with a quick little teaser video?
More video on top of our video. That sounds
video
perfect.
on top of video. Let's do it.
Okay. Do we need takeaways for our video? The video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? Takeaways. 1, go to nowmydream22.com. Join, sign up, get involved. Takeaway 1. Takeaway 2, go to, no, I'm kidding. Takeaway 2, do the same thing as takeaway number 1.
So go to nowmydream22.com, have some fun, find us on Facebook. And if you need more info, just message us. Like, we are happy to discuss everything because we know we are going to get the result that you need.
Absolutely. And guys, thank you for being the best part of the Hindsight Hackers community, and enjoy our quick little teaser about the Now 22 program.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Corey Carter.
And I'm Ron Cool. And together we have interviewed thousands of highly successful entrepreneurs, and we're here to tell you to stop chasing the unicorn.
Oh, Ron, I am so happy you said to stop chasing that unicorn, because I'm here to tell everyone, stop banging your head against that ceiling. Stop trying to get to that number one celebrity in your niche. And literally, let's look around the room and let's figure out how can we work together with the right people to level up. So with the Dream 100, I know so many of you either are frustrated because it's not working for you, or you've taken the time and you're literally just making a list, and that's as far as you've gotten. But we're here to show you how to make the Dream 100 work for you.
Guys, if you have an offer that's ready to go, but you feel your audience isn't big enough, or maybe you've just completely been ghosted or struck out with your Dream 100, we are here to help you.
Let us give you our frameworks. Let us help you bridge that gap from where your offer is to getting the audiences that you want with our Now My Dream 22 program. Okay? We are going to take you from the point of your offer, making sure it's ready, to simultaneously increase your visibility, your traffic, and your sales.
The Dream 100 isn't necessarily wrong. It just takes time to build.
Is you are going to get 21 live group coaching sessions for us to help walk you through our frameworks.
These sessions are going to be partnered with one-on-one and group sessions where you're going to help build those relationships where your joint ventures will start to flourish.
Anytime we will upgrade this, anytime we want to change things around, you will absolutely have lifetime access.
And that's huge, guys. We will be working on this and adding more and more, and we haven't even put in everything we have yet.
Number 2, bonus number 2, all right? And this is where we get to know every single one of you, and that is you get a free 2-hour business intensive session.
Guys, this is important because then that way we can help you fine tune some pieces. We can really understand what you're trying to do and who you're trying to serve. And that will help us along the journey for you to become successful.
My favorite piece of this is our bonus number 3. And this is your private Now 22 mastermind group. And everyone knows you either need a coach, you need a mastermind group. So we're going to have this weekly mastermind group, a small group, only 10 to 15 people, facilitated by one of us or one of our coaches, and get your business on the hot seat, get your offer in front of other people, and make sure that you're getting all the referral partners and all the people around you that can help your business thrive.
These hot seats are so cool because you know what? Sometimes even when you're not on the hot seat, you're like, wow, that made sense. I can put that into my business and I can make a difference just by being around who's happening to have the hot seat. But then when you are on the hot seat and it's very detailed about what you need to do, amazing.
All right. And then the next bonus, I'm so excited for this one, Ron. Master classes from our joint venture partners. So our goal is to deliver this as up to 3 per session that we do this program. Okay. So a month-long session, if we give you 3 of them, today you'll get 3 in that first round. But guess what? You have lifetime access. Every time we add a new masterclass from someone, you will get access to it.
Yeah, what better resource than the individual to teach you in their expertise through a masterclass?
And then the next item on our list, emails, all the done-for-you emails, messenger scripts, Trello boards. I mean, how many hours have we spent on Trello boards making sure that they work and they cover every detail? And for sure, lifetime access.
We are systems people, and so we have not only created, but tested and are using these systems in our own business.
Next item on the list is your branded offer video. Ron, you're a zone of genius right here. What do you got to say about it?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love these. Guys, these branded videos make you stand out above the crowd. Even if it's a 30-second little hi, welcome video in Facebook or a little ad that you're going to do for 30 seconds, you will stand out with your own branded content.
The last thing I'm going to talk about with this is my favorite, and that is the joint venture Rolodex.
This in itself is worth the price of admission. Guys, we've done all the work. We've made sure we have all the partners. We've vetted all of these, and these people are ready to go to be joint venture partners. They're just wanting the right partner, which could be you.
That is just some of the bonuses and the features of everything that's going to help you simultaneously increase your visibility, your traffic, and your sales.
Once again, stop chasing that unicorn, stop hitting that ceiling, and level up your game today.